Watercooler. Watercooler. Watercooler.
Hello and welcome to Watercooler, episode number 281, also known as 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 5. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know how the show goes. I, Chris Laxamana, kick it with my cruel digital buds like Caelan Biehn.
What's going on?
Gary Smith.
What's up?
Matt Fondiler.
Hey, brother.
Mike Dawson.
Aloha.
Aloha to you. Hey, guys. You guys are good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. We got a good show today. We got comments. We got a flickin'.
We do.
We got an update to the cheese ball and Shay.
That's right.
Is Emmy just going to sit in the booth like that, waiting for us to get Shea Fondiler for the whole hour?
I have relieved him of his duties. He is not being bound by me to be there.
Okay. Emmy.
He's bound by me to be there.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yes, I asked Chris to ask me a question at the top of the show, but he didn't do it.
I
I'll just get right into it.
I'm about to
right
do
into
it.
It's
This
okay.
is still
It's
the
fine.
top of the
It's
show.
fine.
Wow.
I just
Chris,
noticed.
you're just
Was the
messing
Adam
up
Dr.
all
Drew show?
over the place, dude. Oh my God, you yawn before the show starts.
I can't yawn. I can't yawn.
It's not ideal that it's right before we fire
It is a human thing. It's human nature to yawn. Everybody
it's
yawns.
a
Not even
function.
humans. Every creature yawns.
Yawny yawns.
Chris, I actually thought you were just taking a big, deep breath.
Yeah.
Just before the show, refreshing.
There you go.
And we're off, you know?
Somebody
That's
on
what I
your
thought.
side. Yeah.
I had
I'll
a
go with
pre-show
that.
yawn.
Yeah.
I'll go with
Let
that.
me yawn.
All right.
Let the man yawn.
All right.
Can't tell I yawn now, can you?
I think we're bearing the lead that we basically have an associate producer on this show now. Emmy has been called up by two of the hosts
Yeah.
in successive weeks.
Yeah. What's going on, Emmy?
What's he doing in there?
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
I was asked last minute, so...
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, because
So-
Typically how we do
Caelan.
this.
I saw
Because Caelan
something
has
in
a
the
question.
studio, and I just need to
studio.
know which in the
At the
studio which monster is responsible for this. You remember how for that right there, reminiscent of the Dylan
Saw
era.
that too.
Somebody threw a wad of tissue paper into the urinal when I cleaned that. So that couldn't be an Adam thing.
that's a message, Caelan.
It's a message. And there is a perfectly good, not just a trash can, but a regular toilet right next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to tell you something, Caelan. I noticed that was there after I had already peed on it.
Oh.
So I think you had a chance that it was going to be dry.
Now, is
All right,
it
Emmy, get it
possible...
off. Take it off.
Is it
You can take it
possible, Dawson, that you realized it after you threw the piece of paper in there?
No, that's not
Okay.
possible.
So nobody in this room threw the tissue paper into the urinal.
There's...
Absolutely not. And if one of us was this monster, I would demand they be removed from the show immediately.
Yeah.
That is grounds for...
But now
Termination.
that we've already scalded this monster, does this monster even admit it now?
Show
Or-
yourself, Ryan.
Or do I just keep it a secret? I mean, does he keep it a secret the entire time?
Well, I was going to say, I
Chris just
had to
did
clear
there.
Emmy before we started because I said to him, like, hey, if this is you, I got to know because I need you to tell this picture. He was very disgusted by the image.
That would have been
So-
an incredible twist, though, if he agreed to put the photo up and then announced to all of us that it was him.
that would be pretty incredible.
That's not how it went.
Yeah, I wish.
Can't do nice things.
I think I can comfortably say that it wasn't any of us.
Now, do we know that is from today? Is it possible the crumpled up piece of paper was in the toilet yesterday?
Very highly doubt it. I mean,
Okay.
I feel like I peed in that
Now,
urinal earlier today,
Okay.
and I would have noticed it.
I peed
Back then.
outside twice today.
I can verify that. Matt, you called it a toilet. Let's be very clear. This is a urinal.
Right.
Yes.
So...
Caelan, was it toilet paper or paper towel?
I didn't investigate that
Gotta
far.
look. No, that helps.
I
Oh, it
didn't
looks like a
investigate that
toilet
far.
paper.
It looks like toilet paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we get Emmy back in here to put the photo back up so we can...
Emmy, can you actually go in and take it out and tell us
Yeah.
whether or not it's...
Yeah, I'm gonna need the raw file.
Now, we can try to establish a timeline as to when this may have been left behind, and then you can backtrack it with the cameras that are in this building. I know we don't have that hallway.
The hallway's
but
not cambered.
you can definitely see when somebody goes toward the hallway that doesn't pop out in the green room.
Do you guys hear Matt's sword and scale skills coming out here? He is trying to write this episode.
There are time codes for all video feeds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, depending on
Somebody's got to watch it.
if there's no admission of guilt within the next day, then I may have to just do that.
You don't think it's Adam?
I feel like Adam is way too practical than to be throwing tissue paper in a urinal.
I can confirm this. Caelan showed this to me before the show, and one of the first thing he said was, that can't be Adam, right? And I agreed, no.
Well, I mean, let's really be honest here. I'm the first one to have seen it.
Yes.
So I would be the likely suspect.
Well, you are the likely suspect, but...
No, it doesn't... It's out of character for you, Doss. I don't see that.
I don't think it was you either.
But then again, maybe I was just really high.
But here's the thing, Dawson. You got here before Adam today, right? So did you see it before Adam graced this building?
I did not use that urinal
Until after the show.
Until after the show.
After you threw the paper.
I like how I said it's out of character for you to do that, Doss. But if I saw a wet cat,
No, I did not.
We wouldn't even talk about it. Oh, Dawson.
All right, remains a mystery.
that is,
Wow.
yeah, I am.
Were there
I'm
any
upset for you.
eggshells?
Yeah, again, I did think ahead of time, could this be Adam? And it just seemed very out of character for Adam. When again, there's
We did
a
have
perfectly good toilet and a perfectly good trash can right literally within arm's reach of
Now, I'm
that
going to
urinal.
ask the question
But then-
that everyone here is thinking. Is it in the character of Bald Brian to do that?
Oh no!
When
Brian-
did Adam last pee? Because he would have noticed it.
Wait, let me check my notes.
Now, if Adam... No, here's the thing, and I'm just burying myself here, but rather I bury myself before anyone else does.
Right, especially
But the
if you-
evidence is stacking against me. If Adam peed in that urinal before I peed in that urinal. Mm-hmm. So what if I went in there, blew my nose, threw the tissue in the wrong toilet, and took a piss? But I didn't do that.
You guys have
I
heard of that
didn't
book by
do
O.J.
that.
Simpson called "If I Did It"? I feel like that's Dawson's next audio book.
I'm a little concerned that I had a brain fart and did it, but I
You
didn't
see,
do
Dawson?
it. I don't remember. I didn't do it.
Dawson, in a lot of true crime stories,
the killer does
the
not
killer
remember.
has a mental lapse or a blackout. And unless the jury can find them certifiably clinically insane at the time of the crime, they are considered guilty for committing the atrocities that they did.
Well, look, man, if you believe in the truth,
I want to believe.
then you have to be open to that truth.
Yeah.
Now,
let's- okay, so
I have a
let's-
question for the room real fast. Does anyone else here think it's possible they did it? Because I definitely don't.
That's what I was just gonna ask. Let's talk.
The only reason why I think I did is I was in there. I peed on the thing, but I didn't notice it until I peed
After
on
you
it.
threw the paper in. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, let's do this then
No,
because
I did not throw it in there.
This is the part of the book where OJ talks about all the things he was doing that day. That really happened.
I'm just
I don't
being
think
upfront with
I
it.
did it, but if I were to do it,
This is what would have happened.
this is exactly what would have happened.
I can
I
say
still stand by and say I didn't do it.
okay, but Dots, let's
Do you
let's,
stand by you didn't do it, or you don't remember if you didn't do it?
No, I didn't do it.
Okay.
Okay.
That changed from mere moments ago.
There's obviously a little bit of concern here, but I remember first noticing it when I was peeing on it.
Right.
Now, moments before, had
And
you been
that
wiping
wasn't
something?
No. So
We have to trace these critical moments prior to your memory coming back to you.
Yeah.
Because that is the time period in question right now.
That's a
We
nose blowing
understand-
situation.
Yes.
That someone walked in, blew their nose, and just threw it in the wrong toilet.
The fact
Caelan, I
that
don't
you
like the
think-
way you're looking at me. I blow my nose a lot, but I did not throw.
Yeah. Okay,
I
I
wouldn't
can-
blow my nose with toilet paper. Are you fucking crazy?
You
What do you
won't.
use, a
in this
paper towel?
building, you have
A
to.
tissue?
There are no tissues
Where
in
are
this
there
building.
tissues?
There's several tissue boxes in this building. You guys are all crazy.
I don't blow my nose enough.
Do you
I
use
guess.
fabric softener?
Yeah.
Needs a tissue for his delicate
But you
nose.
refuse to blow your nose with toilet paper?
Oh, I will.
Oh, okay. It sounded
just
like you
saying that-
refused.
It just doesn't wipe his
Just,
ass
it's
with
just
it
kind of a
first.
crazy idea.
It's a
saying-
crazy idea.
I think he's saying, in the context of tissues are available and in this building, it's
Yes.
crazy to choose toilet paper. And I
Correct.
sort of agree with that. The only reason I use toilet paper to blow my nose here is when I think there are no tissues.
Is it crazy that I,
I
use
don't
paper
look
towels?
for tissues. I just grab
Okay.
some. I blow my nose on paper towels. But if I'm closer to the bathroom, I'll use the toilet paper.
And then you throw it
I've
in the
not
urinal?
once asked for
So
a
you
tissue.
circle back. Was it the
Here we
paper
are.
towel or was it toilet paper found in the urinal?
Check the video.
I will. Well, here's the thing, Doss. I can comfortably say I am 100% sure it wasn't me. Gary can say he is 100% sure it wasn't him. So
And I
can
believe both of you.
and so can Matt and Caelan.
Now,
Can
I
you
would
say,
just like that same respect
Well, I would have given you that, and I kind of did earlier, but now
I can't say I'm 100% sure. There's a 1% chance that it was me. I'm 99% sure. Either way, neither of us is dying from COVID. It's a strong percentage.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Matt, now I can't stop thinking about you refusing to use toilet paper.
No, I wouldn't say I refuse.
You're anti-toilet paper.
You're digging for something that's not there.
Well, you and I share another trait here, and which I found out today, was you and I both sniff our coffee mugs before we use them. We come in, we grab a coffee mug out of the cupboard. First thing we do is we just stick our nose in it.
Yep.
And see if it's okay.
Yeah.
Because
Adam does that too.
I do that too.
Oh,
I just get coffee.
yeah,
I just eyeball it.
yeah, I noticed that.
I eyeball
I
it, yeah.
noticed actually today that Caelan was drinking from a mug that I definitely smelled and went, oh boy, no, not that one. And you're like, Moden, chest.
The one of this giant foot right here.
That's the one. Bigfoot one. The sponges here,
Actually,
they get spongy.
you can see.
I've seen the people. I've seen the guys who wash the dishes.
Yeah.
I don't trust that these dishes are clean. I just don't fucking care.
There is like this kind of red plastic cup. There's two of them that are identical, and I picked one up today, and I looked inside of it, and there was some and this is where the clean cups are. And the bottom of it was a kind of black, crusty circle. So I just put that one back, and I grabbed the other identical one, which was perfectly clean, and used that one.
Yeah.
If it's crusted and brittle, and you know that you're going to break it off in your coffee cup when you pour coffee.
Well, it's not a coffee cup, so
Okay.
was a little disconcerting seeing black in the bottom.
When you say you saw that and you put it back, do you mean with the clean dishes?
Yes.
Wow. Caelan, do better.
Yeah, put water in it. And put it in the sink.
Put it in the sink for those kids to wash again. Come on.
If it's not up to par, I just throw it right back in the thing. Like, this needs to be washed again.
It's
And
not
to
up
be clear,
sniff.
most of the time it's not up to. It doesn't pass the sniff test.
Thank you.
Because the sponge, I guess, just sits in water. People don't squish the
got it.
sponge out when they're
Oh,
done.
I was assuming it was a soap thing.
No.
No,
You
it's like moldy
you gotta
sponge
wring
smell.
out the sponge after you wash the dishes. You gotta wring out that water and get it out of there.
Exactly. They make a lot at their no money gig. Wash the dishes right.
Yeah.
No one works here for free anymore. But I feel like sometimes those guys are distracted. So you always have to do a second pass and
There's
just
always-
confirm that you're cool with the state of what you're picking up and putting in your mouth.
Now, I could see how listeners hear the first 15 minutes of this show and
Subscribe to the Patreon.
This is fucking awesome.
and just think, okay, what
These guys.
is this studio environment like? Would they just have paper towels thrown in the urinal? Nobody's picking it up right away, and then our dishes are we have
Nasty.
smelly coffee mugs. One time,
I wish they smelled like
one
coffee
of
mugs.
one of the first time I brought Jen over to the studio. I brought her over just to show her around. It was before anyone really got here yet. I'm like, yeah, here's everything. And then I'm like, oh, let me grab something out of the office, and I'll come back. I run to my office. I come back. She's doing the dishes. She's like, oh, gotta do these dishes.
Nice.
She just
That's why Jenny's the best.
You know,
she couldn't
one
handle
more
it.
thing, one more reason that I will put in my defense.
The 99.5% defense.
For those keeping track, this is the
is
scene where the
that
killer returns. To
I would feel terrible if someone else was going to pick up my. If I had done that, I would have
Right.
fucking picked it up and fucking took it out of there because touching
Yeah.
my own pee is fucking nothing.
Right. Plus, when you
But
throw the paper in, you should probably take
It was wet when I saw it.
Aha!
And you can see from the picture that it's a little yellowed on the outside.
two shades of
I
pee.
peed pretty good yellow
When
today.
you do a urinalysis.
Yeah. So you can see that is my pee on the outside.
Well,
and it was already wet from other things.
we're gonna have to get Garagos in here
Yeah.
and Garagus, both of them. Because
Strange.
Someone in here is a murderer.
we get to analyze it. Yes. All right. Well, Caelan, was this satisfying for you, or are you still going to be on the search?
I'm still going to search.
Okay. Look, we have a lot of mysteries on this show too. People think, look, it's just a bunch of guys hanging around. No, there's some serious issues going on.
My money's on Dawson.
All right. Well, why don't we get into some listener comments right now?
Now it's time for listener comment.
All right. You know what time it is? These are all comments and clan mail
Nope,
found
don't
on
do that.
from our
No.
Facebook group.
It's just
point.
repetitively
group.
disrespectful to Matt.
Bobo
Why?
Boy Army Worldwide.
And all of our
LLC.
listeners, let's be clear.
That too.
Okay, sorry.
Nation.
Comments and fan mail. These are all comments and fan mail that was left to us.
Yeah, that's a little boring, though.
Yeah.
I thought so too.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, and if anybody wants to join our Facebook group, as I always say, it's my favorite place on the internet. All you got to do is go to facebook.com/groups/Bobo Boy Army Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions. Boom. You're in.
Easy peasy.
Maybe.
If you answer the question. A lot of people trying not to.
All right, first off, a couple of members in the Facebook group we just want to thank. First off, Stephanie Blaine. She was the artist that did our header photo of all of us as dogs.
Yeah.
Yes, and then she also made stickers, and they're available on her Etsy, I believe.
Yep.
She posted the link in the group. And we got a couple of stickers.
What are you guys
over
putting your
here.
stickers on?
I haven't decided yet. I don't feel I can put it on my own computer because then I just started this new gig, and I don't think I can really roll over there with a dog on there with my own name on it.
Why not?
That's just going to be
Too much to
tough
answer.
That's going to be a tough putt to explain that.
Although you could use it as an ideal point to position the Watercooler as one of the great podcasts that these guys should listen to.
Right.
I already have
That's
a
a good
water
point.
cooler sticker on there, so I do do that as it
Fair.
is, Dawson.
Okay.
I have a
Okay.
water cooler sticker on there, and
I'm this close to
Dodge
getting
that bullet.
I'm repping.
Way to go.
I'm
There he
repping, bro.
goes.
And that
Come
one,
on.
I'll go get you my computer. That one's not a lie. I can prove that one.
I'm this close to getting the army to bark at victory. I have not said it yet, but I'm thinking about it, Gary. I'm thinking about it.
All right, I desperately request
It just happened.
we wait
Denied.
a few
It just
weeks.
happened.
Guys, this is a brand new job. Please don't fucking. When I walk into this office for the 4th day of work, Chris, now I'm gonna fucking have to answer for this. How dare you?
Look,
Maybe
everybody,
you just sniff them first.
everybody appreciates engagement.
Please, you guys. This is money for my family.
This isn't a game. This is my life.
God damn it.
I didn't say we should. I just said I was close to
And
it.
then Dawson
I'm thinking
said
out
something
loud.
funny.
I'm thinking out loud.
Gary, you better come up with something to hold over Chris real soon here.
Won't have to reach too high, will I?
What's next?
Also, big thanks to Pal Peralta, Donald Pal Peralta.
Yeah.
Peralta. He gave us.
We talked about this on the Patreon, but we'll bring it up for everyone again. He gave us an undisclosed number of votes for unexpected money being the best kind of money, and we use that unexpected or that undisclosed amount to go to Langers today.
Yep, got some
Oh, that was
langies.
so good.
Delicious.
Thank you.
So good.
There's something about a free sandwich that makes it taste even better.
Well, that's my favorite beer.
Free beer,
My second
like free
favorite's
sandwich?
more.
more beer.
Yeah.
Sure.
I agree.
All right, Heather Hoyt writes, shout out to Kathy Lowry of Kathy Buys You Lunch.
She's a trendsetter.
Yeah, she is. For being maybe the most generous person we know. The For Crying Out Loud ladies told an awesome story today about Kathy being rad again for someone in need. And she just says, Kathy, you're the best.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Kathy.
Thanks, Kathy.
Thanks, Kathy.
You are the best.
Caelan,
are
how
the
come you didn't
best.
tell us that Kathy's doing stuff for Crying Out Loud?
You mean like contributing
I don't know.
to the show?
No, she probably.
What-
It sounds like she heard a story about someone in need and like did something generous for them.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Caelan. Wow.
Good job, Kathy.
Can't argue with that.
All right.
If you want to learn more, go
Jeez,
listen
dude.
to For Crying Out Loud Tuesday episode.
There you go.
I'm
Like a
gonna.
pro.
As soon as I can get back to Vegas, I want
Yeah.
to buy Kathy a beer and thank her for all her generosity.
Likewise. Well, Kathy she had a question in the group. She says, I'm having a party tomorrow, and the theme is dips.
Nice.
Planning
good
on
theme.
just doing a shit ton of dips. So far, got a bean dip, jalapeno popper dip, Oreo cheesecake dip.
What's a jalapeno popper dip?
I don't know, but I like it.
That
I'm
sounds
in.
awesome,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
please
I'll
tell
eat
us
the
more.
shit out of that.
It's got to be cheese, right?
I don't know.
And
Yeah,
jalapenos.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then some kind of breaded something and maybe
Yes.
some bacon bits.
Yeah, I bet it's just because jalapeno poppers are usually cream cheese jalapenos in a breading.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably just like deconstructed into a dip. Just throw it all into the blender. And
that sounds
you got dip, baby.
What more could you possibly want?
Also, key lime pie
Chips.
dip.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
But she says, what are some of your favorite dips? Might need a segment on what is the best dip. And a lot of people commented. They're very nice. Some of them were very funny as well. And it got me thinking, Matt, This could be the next bracket. We've done hot
Could
spoon
be.
food. I would like
Best
to know
dip.
best dip.
Yeah.
Dawson's definitely arguing for Copenhagen, right?
That is definitely the
That
best
has
dip.
to go. That has to go in.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We still got a lot of cheese balls.
Got to be the snuff, though.
Okay.
None of that long cut shit.
Let's see. But anyway, good luck, Kathy. I like. I personally like. They do this thing with like chili and like cream cheese, and you just like toss it in the microwave.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
I
Caelan?
do. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
simple,
good.
but it's delicious.
Very simple, great with
May I
chips.
recommend a spinach artichoke dip? That's
Oh,
one of my favorites
good
right
one.
there.
Absolutely.
Classic.
7-layer dip.
7-layer
Not a
dip.
great
Oh.
one, but iconic.
So good.
Yeah.
I don't like 7-layer
Is
dips.
7 the magic
It is a
number?
little
8's
much.
too much?
I
It
feel like
seems
7's
to
too
be
much.
the leader.
Yeah, I think you can do 5. You can
5
totally
sounds
get away
nice.
with 5.
Yeah.
5's
Good.
okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Five's okay.
what 2 do you eliminate is the question.
We go bean. But see, when my mom did, when Mona D did it at home,
She's a good cook.
layer of beans at the bottom, covered in a layer of ground beef, covered in a layer of cheese, and then sour cream dollops and green onions.
And then she spills some of it and wipes it up and throws the thing in the urinal.
That sounds really, really good. I'm not sure if the beef would be part of a traditional 7-layer dip, but I love that.
No, but the
addition.
ground beef is good. It
Yeah, that
makes
sounds
it-
amazing.
Yeah. What's your favorite dip, Gary? What's a dip that you see and you're stoked?
It might be a well-made, like fresh guacamole.
Yeah.
That might be it for me.
Tableside?
Yeah.
Homemade. Usually I like to do it the way I do it.
I don't really care for tableside guac. I just don't like
Where the
drawing
fuck were you guys
attention.
when I was a waiter at El Torito? Every goddamn person wanted tableside guacamole.
Yeah.
El
I
Torito
know.
guac is pretty good.
Well, what could you just order guacamole? Could you make it in private in
just
the
fucking
kitchen
make
and
it
bring
in
it
the
out?
kitchen. and bring it out
you
to me,
just do the
please.
side
I
of
don't
it.
need you to. I don't need you to come to the side of my table and take apart an avocado and mix it in front of me.
Signature appetizer.
It's ironic
hard
to me.
disagree. Loved when they mixed the avocado in front of me in like the stone bowl. And let's be honest, guac goes bad very quickly. And I appreciate them trying to bring it out as fresh as possible.
That is-
so
that's
hard
a good
disagree with you
point.
guys.
Well, the 10 seconds of them doing it behind and not drawing attention.
That'll get
That'll get bad.
It'll
You'll taste it.
it'll
You can
start to get
taste
bad.
it.
It'll
You can
start to
taste
get bad.
that.
When we did the World Championship of Guacamole at Sea Legs and we had everybody make their guac in right there at the contest,
Yeah.
it was the biggest fucking mess you've ever fucking seen. And if any representatives of the health department were anywhere near that day, fucking, we would have been shut the fuck down.
It's ironic to me.
It was
that
all.
Matt-
It turned out all safe, but there was a lot of room for a lot of mistakes.
I'll never forget about that one time we did the guacamole contest at the beach. The World Championship
It's
of
called-
guacamole.
thank you.
Sorry, I realized. Like, wait, that's,
You're the
this is
same thing Dawson's
That's
talking
the
about.
whole reason why I overtook this one city's guacamole contest,
Right.
and I made
So we
it the
call it the
World
fox.
Championship of
It's like
guacamole.
the claw.
Sorry, I didn't mean to play drop over you saying
It's all right. No, it's all right.
Matt cracked a white
It
claw.
took me a second to realize what was going on, but I'm not pausing. I'm not pausing for the claws.
It's fine. I wish I could
pause
get
for the
that drop.
claws.
The World Championship of Guacamole. The one time we did it at the beach, and Dawson made this presentation, and he announced it, and he got everyone hyped up. And he's like, "This is the World Championship of Guacamole!" But little did everyone know, there was a big air show in Huntington Beach, just one beach away, with like actual fighter jets. And a flyover just happened to go
right over the top.
right over Dawson. As soon as like the World Championship of
perfect time.
Guacamole, and then a flyover just right over Dawson, and I just couldn't believe the timing of that. I was like, "Wow!" I think they got it on video.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
That's God saying, "Good job, son.
it was
Got a little something for you."
it was beautiful. It was really beautiful. All right. Well, anyway, let's keep going. Some more comments here. Alvaro Zaragoza. He says he was scrolling through Netflix trying to watch something with his wife, and a good debate came up. And he wants to know, for us, if you had to choose between Jim Carrey and Will Ferrell, who do you go with?
I hate to do it, but bye, Jim.
Yeah.
Wow.
I agree.
I just feel like I'm alone on an island with Jim Carrey here, and I'm disgusted by the comments that I was reading about how much everyone loves all these fucking Will Ferrell shit. And I'm just like,
Maybe he'll paint you.
The
Maybe.
comments are leading heavily towards Mr. Farrell.
indisputably.
Avi.
Avio.
I mean, you're also including all of the things that they're doing outside of just the movies, right? I mean, Will Ferrell has tons of hilarious antics going to basketball games and pretending to be judges.
I
I
think
think he was talking about Netflix.
I think if Netflix had two categories, Caelan, Will Ferrell.
Oh, well, I'd still pick Will Ferrell.
And Jim
But no,
Carrey.
but I just needed to clarify.
See, I'm with Caelan. I'm considering the full body of his work, and Will Ferrell doing all the sports shit that he does is just so funny. Whereas,
If you've never seen him go up and accept Tiger Woods' award for him, go on YouTube and check that out. It is hilarious.
oh, it
Is that on Netflix?
It should
No,
be.
it's
So
not.
what the fuck are we talking about right now?
Presumably, the people are on YouTube watching the
Moving
show
on.
right now. Matt, shut up.
Moving on.
It's a
with-
great speech.
I'm with Matt.
Moving on.
As far
you,
it should
Chris.
be Netflix. Jim Carrey, you got Liar Liar, The Mask, Ace Ventura. The Truman Show is dope.
Solid.
Chris is trying to change some minds, and it's not going to happen.
You left off Dumb and Dumber, which
Is that on Netflix, Matt?
Well, no, but we're saying if they had the movie, if ever they had their entire movies, like filmography.
No, you're not. 2 minutes ago, you guys were like, this is all about what's on Netflix right now.
No, Will
Altering the
Ferrell
rules,
accepting an
apparently.
award
Yes.
at a sports show is not on Netflix. We're talking
That's
about
what
their
I'm saying.
movies, their films.
What about TV shows? Those can be on Netflix.
sure.
Right. All right. Moving on.
Eastbound and Down.
What do you vote for, Chris?
You haven't seen those bloopers, by the way.
I picked
That's
Will
great.
Ferrell.
YouTube
I
video
just,
too.
yeah, moving on.
I just wanted a 12 Angry Men some people. To see if I could do it.
No.
All right. Anyway, Zach Bierken, he posted a screenshot of HBO Max, and he says, "Are the Boba Boys working at HBO? Because Dark Knight and Citizen Kane were like
One
they had
movie
one
away.
movie in between each other.
Yeah.
So that, yeah.
Ironically, it was a Will Ferrell movie.
We'll never know. He blocked it out. But by the way, Gary, HBO Max, that is just the premium streaming service now, right?
It's certainly getting there. I mean, I don't know. I can make arguments for all of them except Hulu.
Yeah, Caelan, you're an HBO.
Yeah,
Max guy,
I would.
right?
I think we've had this conversation before. If you could only pick, and it was easier because there were less back then, but if you could only pick one streaming service to watch for the rest of your life, what would it be? Mine would be HBO.
It was HBO Go when we did that, but
Yeah.
HBO Max really just.
HBO Max is the best, but I would have a really hard time giving up Disney Plus, especially as time has gone on, because I have the child and I need that for him. But also, they're now basically my son. Yeah, that was weird. But now, because they're intertwining the whole Marvel universe into Disney Plus, it's going to be important, I think, to have that as well.
All right. What about Dos? What's your favorite streaming service right now?
Stream into the urinal when there's a piece of paper.
I don't know. I don't. Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, watch yourself, it's the claw.
No Jim Carrey movies for you guys.
Is that
Is
that a Will Ferrell thing they just played? I don't think so.
I just realized, no Jim Carrey, no Liar Liar drops for you guys. All right, let's keep going with a couple more comments here. Oh, by the way, I got a universal remote. This is how I meant to say this. The universal remote, I can program it so if I press a button, it actually just turns on the TV, my sound system, and whatever channel I wanted to do. I'm moving the Netflix from the top, and I'm doing HBO Max now.
Ooh.
Boom, right to HBO Max, first thing. So I think
No one's mad at that.
What brand of Universal Remote you go with?
Logitech. I got it's just a Harmony Hub. I don't know. Alfalfa T Sprout. That's his actual name on Facebook. He says, revisiting an old topic. My pops has been stabbed twice and shot.
All right.
He says being shot is far worse. Just thought I'd
Really?
chime
Where
in.
did he
Well,
get stabbed and shot?
I need more information.
Yeah, Alfalfa. We're gonna need more information on that.
Yep.
Fried Turkey Landon wrote in. He says, as I'm sure we all know, Matt Fondiler is the crew master of improv and one-liners. But I'm still left wondering, how the hell did he come up with ghosting your secretly self-thrown going-away party as the way to quit your job in a matter of 5 seconds? Either you've thought about this before, Matt, or you truly are a master of the mental arts of improv. Either way, I'm mad impressed.
Well, thank you, FTL. I'm glad you appreciated that.
The answer is he's thought about it long.
Matt has the text in his draft right now for here.
By the way, Matt told me there's a going away party coming for somebody. I don't know who, but
And
I'll be there.
All right, got a couple more here. Jamie Campbell wrote in. She says, "Hi, been listening for about 2 years now from Scotland.
hello.
After hearing,
Oh, wow.
wait, what just happened?
I'm saying nothing. I was not a part of that one.
Caelan said LO.
No, Gary said no.
I'm not sure.
I have headphones on, so I have no direction of where everything's coming. Jamie says, hi, I've been listening for the show about 2 years now after hearing about it on Days of Thunder.
Oh.
With a recent iTunes upload, I've been able to listen back further, and I've seen changes in the show. So the way Apple Podcast works now is
Missoula.
all of our
No, I'm wrong, huh?
You are. It's okay,
totally
though.
wrong.
You're eliminated.
our entire
going on?
archive is now available, right? It used to be, 6 weeks worth of podcast?
6 or 8 weeks.
But now you can go back as far as you want and listen.
Austin.
Nice.
Firstly,
Miami.
Nope.
Not-
Also wrong.
Shit.
Also-
San Francisco.
Also
No.
Also wrong. Jesus, Caelan! You picked our
This is our
state. You
state.
fucked it up.
Wow.
what are you doing?
I'm not sure. I thought we were just naming cities.
Jesus, Caelan. We named state capitals.
Caelan's like, I'm not sure.
San Francisco.
You're not gonna top that.
Sacramento, just as a palate cleanser.
Well, anyway, Jamie says, firstly, the guys are really better now and not all talking at the same time. That's
thank you.
good. And then she gave some individual updates.
Some feedback.
Some feedback. She says, Chris seems to be more confident these days.
That's gotta feel pretty good.
Nice.
You guys agree?
agree?
I do agree.
Do I feel more
Yeah.
confident?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of your
PCL,
stories.
bro.
I'm just kidding.
Is this PCL? Sweet.
PCL.
Says,
doing great, Chris.
Gary is now less angry.
Well, there's really nowhere to go. Really nowhere to go but down with that one, was there?
Caelan used to have more energy.
I would probably disagree with that.
Still not gone back enough to find out where insomniac comes from, though. But yeah, she said you used to have more energy, Caelan.
Keep going back.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe the last episode she heard was after you got the vaccine or something. Matt has always been under the radar blue.
I like.
us
Are
all.
we using the same parlance for blue?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Unless in Scotland it means something completely different.
Oh, we should. Look
Oh
that
yeah,
up.
yeah. And Dawson has always been Dawson.
That is 100% true.
Well, anyways, she says keep it up, guys. And David McGarry says, speaking of worlds colliding, we did a lot of talk about that. David says, I've started instinctually barking at comments on other podcasts, including another podcast network product. So there you go. Thanks, David. Rob Collier says,
Probably Collier.
you think it's Collier?
Yeah.
Okay. Rob says, Cheez-Its, Goldfish, and Doritos over all of those real cheeses.
Yeah.
Yeah, David. Rob. Yes, absolutely. And lastly, Diane Jacob says, I was wondering how Caelan cleaned his AirPods. Did he finally break down and just suck them?
I will never.
I feel like sucking them is nasty and just want to share how I clean mine. Soft, dry toothbrush.
Wow, how simple. Did you ever think about one, Chris?
Look, I just went with whatever the internet told me to do.
What website did you go to?
So does that mean that guy just keeps a non-teeth brushing toothbrush in the house?
No, they
I would
brush
hope
their
so.
teeth
Or
afterwards.
else, really, it's actually Diane. So I would think that it would be a different toothbrush. Otherwise, our methods are actually not so different.
True.
If they weren't. So there you go. Thank you, everybody, for writing in. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for the clause.
Thanks for the clause. All right, before we get to our next segment, a couple things. First off, I just I took the day off yesterday because I was filming something during the exact same time that the show was going on for Jam in the Van. Yeah, I know you did. For Jam in the Van, and so it's just like we play live show, like a live set in front of cameras.
Totally proud of you for that.
Thanks, man.
Now, did they interview you?
No.
It's just
there was
fucking
some.
plug and play.
It was pretty much plug and play, but there's a lot of like hurry up and wait kind of.
Did you have in-ears? Or did you?
No, just
stage
floor monitors.
All the sound is isolated inside that airstream.
Yeah, inside. Yeah, it's basically a band playing inside of an RV, and it's filmed.
Sorry, can I
just
ask a
want to say
technical
this.
question as
Go
well?
ahead. Yeah.
Did you have a strap on while you were playing?
He did. There's no room for a stool.
Yes,
You need a strap on.
Yes,
that thing.
definitely
For
have a
those of you who
strap
don't know, go to Jam in the Van. Probably jaminthevan.com. Follow him at Jam in the Van. It's a converted Airstream.
Yeah, and they just record a bunch of bands in there and just play live music, and it's cool.
And Airstream is
right.
the ideal sound situation for amplified noise, or at least
it's not
isolated noise.
Airstream, like it's not an Airstream. It's just a big RV bus. It's not an actual Airstream.
But they've made it acoustically sound.
Oh, this guy Ethan, their sound guy. He's the guy that designed it and treated it. And
you can tell from the walls. It looks like an Airstream if you look at it
it's
from the
cool
inside.
looking, but
nice to know it's not.
I'm really glad that you guys clarified, because when I heard Airstream, I just assumed it was like playing behind a giant propeller jet engine.
Oh, an actual stream of air.
I was like, the acoustics sound terrible, but I'm glad you got the gig, man. But it sounds
Here's
classic.
Loxy.
No.
Louder!
It was it was cool, and so we played that, but anyway, what I was going to say is they had another band there, and the band was Hardy Har.
Hey.
Oh, that's
remember now somebody
over.
recommended us to listen to one of their songs we did on the show, and we actually really enjoyed it. And the singer's dad is John Fogerty. But anyway,
Small world. Worlds collided.
Yeah, I asked. Well, worlds definitely collided. I just asked, what band are you guys in? They're like, we're in a band called Hardy Har. And I went, no frickin' way. You probably already heard about my podcast, Watercooler. We talked about you guys.
We had a lot of people bark at you.
Speaking of shit I did as a kid, if you go to the patreon.com/watercooler and sign up, I do a thing called Shit I Did as a Kid. And when I got into high school, one of my teachers used to play. When I got in, actually I went to a school you had to go accept.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough. My mistake. It just sounded weird.
And there's a Creedence Clearwater Revival former band member situation that I'll tell you about. Tell you about a really, really, awful 14-year-old thing to do, but still the funniest fucking thing that we did to one of our teachers because of his history.
I'm really stoked because Dawson is cringing in his chair right now just thinking about it. Like, you can tell he's already uncomfortable. So
I do it again.
Okay.
Well, with that kind of a tease, how do you not subscribe at patreon.com/watercooler?
But anyway, so while we were waiting to go on, one of the bassist in my band, his name is Will.
Yep.
He, you guys know him.
Dude, Will lose some weight.
Oh yeah, he runs like 8 miles a day now.
He's looking good, man. I saw those pictures posted, and I had to zoom in. It didn't even look like Will. He looks
Smoking
great.
a lot of cigarettes these days.
That too. Yeah. No, he just been running. He got really into running during the pandemic, and
that's awesome.
That's been his thing now. But anyway, so he was talking to one of the people there, and he did this thing, and a lot of people do it, and sometimes I do it too. But I always notice when it's really unnecessary. And it's like he was telling a story to one of the employees there, and he goes, "Okay," and people do this too, like. If I go, Gary, sorry, man, I'm 5 minutes late. My buddy Jake and Jamie, they called
away.
me. Yeah, so if I said somebody's name, and I made it it really doesn't matter. It's what I'm saying. Like, why did you have to tell me their names? But Will always does that. Whenever he tells a story, he always says the people's names in the story rather than saying oh, my neighbor. He goes, oh, Jimmy, my neighbor, even though it makes no difference. So. He was talking to this guy who works at Jam in the Van. He goes, "Oh yes, I was with my buddy Marco, and we were walking through Nam. And in my brain, I'm like, why'd you have to say Marco? Like, what's the point? What's the point?" And he's like, "Yeah, so we're walking through Nam." And the guy stops. "Wait, Marco from Rancho Cucamonga?" And Will goes, "Yeah."
Yep.
And the guy's like, "Is he shorter?" Will goes, "Yeah." Dude, I know Marco. And they just bonded the rest of the day over Marco. And that is I'm not even changing his name. He just said, Will just said, my buddy Marco. And the guy, we're in Santa Monica. He just goes, "Wait, Marco from Rancho Cucamonga?" How many Marcos are there?
Yeah.
One. And two, why? It really just showed what a dick I am in my brain.
You are.
And I just thought, wow, okay, there you go.
But you know what? Change your ways?
Argument done. No, I'm definitely changing my ways,
good.
at least of thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know what happened there? Worlds colliding.
My God.
Is that what we do on this show? We just collide worlds. A bunch of worlds
Sure
collide.
seems like it.
Our favorite band is Power Man 5000.
Hey, Matt, where are those tissues we were talking about earlier?
There's some in my office, and there's some in the storage closet.
There's one in the urinal too.
Didn't help a lot.
All right.
Oh, great answer.
Well, anyway, let's get into some flickin' Z. Oh, sorry. I have it on my rundown. Caelan,
I know, I'm just-
chill the
I'm
F out.
just saying.
The reason I brought up Jam with the Band is because we're talking about bands, and Dawson has a big announcement for his band, the Smoking Kills. Or is it Mike Dawson, Smoking Kills, or are we just going the Smoking Kills?
It's Mike Dawson and the Smoking Kills, and it's only released as Mike Dawson and the Smoking Kills because if you Google search the Smoking Kills, good fucking luck finding us.
Okay,
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it definitely has a search engine optimization if you put Mike Dawson's name in there. But the website.
It's the SmokingKills.com. SMOKIN kills.com. The SmokingKills.com.
Mike has a fancy,
no apostrophes, no nothing.
Fancy schmancy new website designed by Suzanne O'Keefe.
Suzanne fucking rules, dude. She did this on a fucking total budget. Excuse my language. I gotta stop swearing. Yeah, if you need somebody to design a website for you, I got somebody.
Yeah.
I found somebody good, and I'll keep using her.
Artwork done by our very own Pixel Fun.
Yes.
Awesome. And look, Dawson put everything up. He has the artwork on there. All right, he has bio, he has social links, shop. But the thing about the shop is you can now pre-order Mike Dawson and the Smoking Kills' new record, The Last Honky Tonk Hero.
Well, here's the thing. We're doing a pre-order right now for a package deal where you get the record, you get a CD, you get a T-shirt and 5 stickers for $100, and then it's like $10 shipping anywhere, flat rate in the United States. I'll figure out worldwide, Scotland. I'm still figuring that shit out, and I will. So the only way you're going to get it is get in on it now because I need to pre-order the records. We're not releasing the album until August, so you have to forget about it for 3 months. So buy it now. It ships in August.
Yeah, and here's the thing.
Sorry.
You got to get in. You got to do it now because when it comes out, you don't want to have forgotten about it. So just get it out of the way now. Pre-order this record. It is available for pre-order, and we got a sampler here, and we're going to play it for you. So this is akin to those old commercials where you see all the track names just going like scrolling up, and you hear a little bit of each song.
Retro rock and roll.
Yeah. We're going to do the audio version of that right now with a sampler. We played one note from it.
We did. We
one time
played one note.
One note.
Are we going to get 2 notes this time? Or?
You're going to get 5 to 10 seconds of 11 songs.
Awesome.
So let's get into it. The sampler track, also available on the Smoking Kills if you want to share it with a friend. TheSmokingKills.com, excuse me. The sampler track for The Last Honky Tonk Hero.
'Cause I'm the last honky tonk hero in town. Honky tonk hero in town. I'm just a poor boy, 5 strings on my guitar. Even if I had all 6, it wouldn't get me far. I walk into the party and everybody knows my name. They say, hey, poor boy, won't you set a spell and play? 'Cause it's Friday, it's my day to party with you. 'Cause you look so nice when you're poured over ice. Can't wait to finish my glass, then you kick my ass. Saturday, I'm falling like the rain. 'Cause you don't feel the same. Spinning round and falling down, circle in the drain. Just another Southern California. And all the pretty girls start to look the same. California. And I knew it wouldn't take long to burn down Sunset Boulevard. I won't lie, I like the dive more than the climb. But if I pretend I could be friends with your boyfriend when the song ends, in the city of the angels, supper time. And this whole world has gone to hell. I'm begging, please, somebody tell me where's Jesus? Long legs, long smile. That is the Miracle Mile. Might as well go get your own East Haley Queen. That's a record.
Huge round of applause.
Nice job.
That sounded great.
I wanted to play that on this show first.
This is the world
you.
premiere of the sample. This is the first
sampler
taste
platter.
you get of any of that record right here on the Watercooler and right here for all the Boba Boys listening. Thank you.
Charcuterie.
It's the wheel, baby.
Really cool thing that I didn't know about that I figured out while doing this record is there's a limited amount of time that you can put on an album side, on a vinyl album side, before the audio starts to get compressed like an MP3. And if you're making a vinyl fucking record, why would you ever make an inferior vinyl record? It's already, in fact, an inferior form of audio. It's got its own charm and stuff. But so I had to take a song, that last song, that East Haley Queen. We took that off of the vinyl so that we have less than 22 minutes on either side of a record. And so the reason why we're throwing in the CD too is so you get all 11 songs, but you also get the highest quality vinyl record that can be produced with this music.
Look at that. Because quality
I
is-
learned that
yeah.
this time.
Yeah. No, I think that's the right move, man. Yeah, quality over quantity when it comes to vinyl, but you're still getting the quantity anyway when you pre-order at thesmokingkills.com.
Thank
All right,
you, Chris.
bravo, man. No, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Carrey.
you.
Thank you,
We've
Matt.
been tracking
You're
your
welcome.
your musical
Congratulations,
journey
Caelan.
for a
Thank
long
you,
time.
Dawson.
Congratulations.
Can we just
Dawson.
thank each other for the rest of the show? I like
Yeah,
this.
you
I like
guys-
this vibe.
I'm less angry now, so I can
I'm going to
do
get
that.
another claw. What do you think of that?
Hey, well, thank you very much for buying the claws this week, Dawson. That was very nice.
Did you like one, Matt? Gary?
Yeah, it's
You know,
great.
Why not? That'd be great.
All right. Well,
It's
while
delicious.
he's getting that, we're going to play the Flick and the Bean intro, and it goes a little something like this.
We all want to know one thing.
One day!
Your opinion's what we need.
We need!
So Caelan, get on that
That mic and flick the
bean.
Oh, Caelan, flick the bean.
Respect all women.
Row, 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 row.
This week, I am reviewing the movie Without Remorse, which is available now on Amazon. It's directed by Stefano Sollima, who also did Sicario 2.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Sicario, huh? Too? Aw.
But I think you can redeem yourself here, Caelan.
He also directed 10 episodes of Gomorrah and an episode of 000.
Did he do season 1 of Gomorrah?
I don't know.
Okay.
This movie is based on the 1993 novel by Tom Clancy.
Caelan, sorry to interrupt you. Doesn't this also involve Tyler Sheridan?
I was about to get to that.
Okay,
yeah.
sorry. Go ahead.
It was written by Will Staples, who really just wrote a couple Call of Duty games. And also, during production, they brought in Taylor Sheridan to rewrite the script.
Interesting.
Both of those guys sound like NASCAR drivers.
Taylor Sheridan
do.
has become a powerhouse, really.
Taylor
Just to go over his credits again.
Oh,
Harvick just beat him out.
Go over Taylor's, then I have a question for you.
Sicario, Hell or High Water, Wind River, Yellowstone.
Oh, yes to all of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he's awesome.
So when you found this movie, did you see it somewhere else, or do you just scroll through Amazon, see the picture, and go, "Yeah, I'm watching this tonight"?
I think I saw a preview for this on Amazon like a month ago, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah, I'm all in!" And then it was like coming later. So
I think you and I actually talked about this back around like Christmas time or something.
Maybe.
That was when I first saw a tweet for it, and I was telling you that because Sheridan was in, I was
cautiously actually
optimistic.
going to watch a movie that Matt had recommended to me, but then I saw this one, so I had to watch it.
I actually saw a movie last
Fuck me,
night.
I guess. Jesus.
I actually saw a movie last night that you all suggested to me.
Oh, really?
Death at a Funeral.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was delightful. I almost got the Chris Rock one on accident. And I texted Matt, and he was like, no, go for the Dinklage. And it was delightful.
Pretty
Joy,
good, right?
Joy loved it, too. It was
Yeah.
great. Thank you, guys.
That's a great comedy if you haven't seen that one either. This movie stars Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Bell, who was in Rocket Man and Snowpiercer and the newest Fantastic Four movie. Which,
He was also Billy Elliot. You guys remember that one?
Wow.
Matt just ordered the Empress, but with
I think we just
movies
lost our fan from Scotland.
Come on, that's a fucking great movie. You guys are out of your mind.
and also Guy Pearce.
I do remember Billy Elliot. I'm sorry.
The movie's about a Navy SEAL who sets out on a path of revenge after his pregnant wife is murdered by Russian hitmen.
I'm listening.
It's 109 minutes long.
Quietly blue.
Ian Bag just showed up.
It's 109 minutes long. Rotten Tomatoes critics score 44 and audience score 45.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily. I'm still optimistic about this.
Not me. I'm out.
Sony bought this movie back in 1995, like right after the book came
They
out.
filmed it that long ago. Michael B. Jordan was 3 years old.
It's right before he did Hardball. And they've, I guess, been trying to make it ever since. Some of the notable actors that they offered roles to that they turned down were Keanu Reeves, Tom Hardy, Lawrence Fishburne, and Gary Sinise. This movie apparently just went through production hell. Michael B. Jordan he signed on to play the main character in a 2-part film. This one and then the upcoming Rainbow Six.
Oh.
Which is a very
Is
famous.
it still upcoming?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is, and it's a very famous video game franchise.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
Yep, that's right.
Based on it is a video game franchise, but it's based on Tom Clancy's book.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
not a continuation of this story.
It's a
Or it
Yes.
maybe
it's a
is.
cross
in the
pollination.
world?
He's going
Is
to
it in
play the same
world?
character in
Okay.
both.
Right.
Both. Yes.
Yeah, how many worlds are there in this
Yeah,
one?
how
I
many-
think 3.
Okay.
There's one in Mexico, and then
Now is John Krasinski from The
Mexico
Office
world.
in this world?
I don't think so, but I think there was talk that him and the Jack Ryan's one of like Jack Ryan, the Amazon series, one of his bosses was supposed to cross into the next one, and I'm not. I think that they scrapped that, but I'm not entirely
Is
sure.
there an action sequence at Schrute Farms?
Yes.
Sweet.
Michael B. Jordan was in Hardball.
And
Fuck
The
yeah,
Wire.
he was.
What?
Yeah.
Was he G baby?
No,
He plays
Wow.
Wallace, the kid who gets killed at the end of the first season.
he's the kid that gets kicked off the team and then like goes to and rejoins the gang.
I gotta watch that one again.
Yeah, you do. That's a good one.
I'd pick The Wire if you're choosing between the two of them. Just me.
If your time is limited, then
I already know what happens at the end of season 1, so
So this movie feels a lot like a video game, and not really in a good way.
Would you say this movie is PMBJ?
Definitely not.
Okay.
Oh.
now I gotta do some thinking.
Yeah, this movie's about as simple as they come when it comes to the modern day action movies. The action itself is pretty good, and the acting is very good. I will give it that. Michael B. Jordan is always good. Everything else is very subpar. The script is not good. The plot is generic. It's quite predictable, and it's also confusing at times. There's also one other thing I noticed that I haven't really noticed in movies before, but the dubbing is really bad. On like 6 or 7 occasions, you can, they try and dub somebody's voice.
Like ADR.
They're clearly saying something else with the audio over the top.
Oh, so you still
It
see
is-
their lips.
Sometimes yes,
Okay.
but even when you don't see their lips, you can just tell that it's like
Inflection.
it's off, and
Yeah.
it just throws you directly out of the movie. I was like, why is the dubbing so bad in this? Why have I noticed this so many times?
I think it said you work in podcasting too, that you actually you hear all the nuance of.
Maybe
Well, audio is that thing. See, audio is the one thing in movies that you only fucking notice if it's bad.
Well,
and
also-
you will always notice it. It's so fucking important.
Yeah.
It's almost more important than it can't be more important than the video, but it's the second most important thing.
It,
I agree.
It threw me off big time in this movie. I will say I really liked the first half hour, 45 minutes of it. It was pretty enjoyable, and then the rest of it just kind of got boring and convoluted and, again, very predictable. It's a generic action movie, so you can't go like too wrong with it. If you got nothing else to watch, give it a try. But even the action, like the combat in movies, like the bar has been raised in the last few years, most notably with John Wick. So like, if it's not on like the John Wick level, then it's like, okay, well, you haven't reached that level of action movie yet. It's by no means a good movie, but again, if you're bored and want to watch some decent action, you can give it a go. And so it is without remorse that this film was getting an unflickable rating.
Oh.
Can you start doing that with all your reviews?
I need to thank Matt for the assist on that one. He unknowingly fed me that line.
Oh, okay. I was like, Matt, you worked on that with him?
I inspired it. I inspired it a bit.
5.7 out of 10.
Now,
Brutal
Caelan,
for the Biehn
So
scale.
unflickable.
Yeah.
5.7.
Yeah.
Caelan, I have to
Oh, this is
apologize.
going to fuck up the algorithm.
Algorithm, yeah.
I wasn't really listening to anything you said after somebody said PMBJ, and I think it has to be Black Panther.
Yes, I agree. Now,
Yeah.
when we did on the Corolla show, we had to pick. Each of us had to pick 3 guys that we think were hot.
Yeah, that's right.
MBJ was on my list.
Nice.
It's a good one.
And I
It's a
wrote,
very strong
and I
one.
wrote because in Black Panther, even when he got like all those weird spots all over him, I'm like, yeah,
You'd still do
dude's,
them.
yeah.
My buddy told me after that show came out the next day, I'm drinking some beers in the garage, and he goes, man, I thought you were going to say Kevin Spacey and just fucking blow everybody.
You would
and
have.
I was so upset that I didn't think of that.
That would have been pretty incredible. All right, we have one more thing to get to. Everybody's been on the edge of their seats, waiting for a continuation of the cheese ball. You guys ready?
Yes.
What type of foods might we hear of today? What might be the price? What might be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say, hey, Matt.
All right, go ahead.
Chris,
For you, Matt.
What's on the menu?
we're going to try this again. We are going to fucking try this
Okay,
again.
well, look, a lot of the listeners who are listening to this don't realize what happened during the Patreon episode.
Yeah. So on the last regular episode, we drafted 2 teams of cheese. One team declared themselves Cheese Bro.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't think that was really a team decision.
That is
Well, I'm the
Dawson and
captain.
Gary's team. And Chris and Caelan named themselves Cheese Louise. Now,
It's vastly better.
Vastly. They got a chick's name.
It has cheese
right there in it. They got a
Argue.
chick's name in their thing.
Now, I should very quickly list off the remaining team members so people know. On Cheese Bro, we
Cheese
got
Bro.
chili con queso, mozzarella sticks, nacho cheese Doritos, mozzarella, cream cheese, goldfish, blue, brie, nacho cheese sauce. You might notice that I didn't say all 10. That's because American cheese was eliminated in our last episode.
Now,
Terrible. It was awful.
am I wrong, or was
Shit,
chili con
fucking-
queso also eliminated? As well as another one from the other category.
You are wrong because we implemented a weird rollback rule where like cheeses were spared.
Implemented
I was
a rule
I
that
was
should have been a part of
crossing
the
out in
game to
real
fucking
time
begin
while we
with.
were
Yeah,
playing.
that's right.
I really don't think any of us should question that. This is going to go on
Sorry.
forever.
Yes,
Matt,
yes,
well
and.
done. Go on.
Sam.
What's next?
The other team. Mac and cheese, Cheez-Its, cheddar, cheesecake, cheese curds, Cheetos, burrata, fondue, and raclette. Parmesan was just fucking destroyed
Yes.
right out of the gate. Completely dazed.
We didn't really understand how
We
the game
did,
was
yeah,
played
we
when-
Parmesan.
that one.
That was
That was a sacrifice.
that was a casualty.
Yeah.
There were
due-
discussions
due to-
after the show.
due to ignorance. Matt, I don't
here's
like
the
how you
deal.
referred to us as the other team. You said Cheese Bro, and then you said the other team.
That's true.
Sorry, Cheese Louise.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm very sorry for that. Here's the thing, guys. I'm trying to create what
A world?
feels a world that
This one's
feels
definitely colliding.
like
Cheese World.
Content.
it's definitely content, regardless of what form it comes in.
Feels
Let's
like
be honest.
content.
Content, guys.
I'm trying to
Content.
recreate the feeling of an actual dodgeball game. Now, when you play dodgeball,
You usually
and
have dice.
you definitely don't use dice, but we're going to use that instead. You throw dice instead of throwing a ball. It's not that far off, okay?
Fair enough.
No, it's not. But go on.
In a game of dodgeball, sometimes you miss. I think that's why you guys were confused, because sometimes when you play dodgeball, you throw a ball and you don't throw it very hard,
Okay.
or you just throw it at what you think is a person, but there's not actually a person there. So
Somebody
you completely
threw a
miss the throw.
3.
Kind of like in
American.
podcasting.
Kind of like podcasting bits, exactly. Now,
Not me.
when a shot is missed, someone else on your team will pick up the ball and then throw it back at the other team. Again, very much like a real game of dodgeball.
I don't want to play dodgeball.
Well, to create that, you guys each have in your possession mainly two dice, a 20-sided die and a 10-sided die. I understand there's a third fucking dice. I know there is. Don't worry about it. I will let you know if you need to use that one.
Okay, because I have 3 dice.
And no, Caelan, they're not all the same dice. They have different numbers on them. They're different-sided dice.
Exciting.
Can we get some like rotation
I like
going?
the
I don't always
passion of
need
this.
these dice. I want to look at some new fucking dice next week.
I like the passion.
So here's the deal. You guys are going to throw the 10-sided die and the 20-sided die at the same time. Thank you for the accompanying sound effect. Now, the 10-sided die represents your team, numbers 1 through 10. And again, sorry that the dice were printed with a 0 instead of a 10, but 0 is 10.
Okay, copy that.
You're really just getting ahead of every question I have.
I'm trying so hard to make this understandable.
And then the random symbol is 20.
That's right. Also, some of the dice, the 20 is like not numbered
doesn't
with
say
a
20. It
Yeah.
just has an elephant or something.
Right, exactly. Now,
It's a horse. It's a unicorn.
the 10-sided dice represents your team. The 20-sided dice represents how hard the ball is being thrown.
It is a unicorn.
If you throw a full 20 out of 20 or a unicorn out of 20, there's no recovering from that. Because, again, like in a game of dodgeball, sometimes you get hit with a ball so fucking hard you cannot get out of the way, and it stings for weeks.
Chris, you know what he's talking about.
No.
And again, like in dodgeball, sometimes you throw the ball and the opposite team catches the ball. And this is the very unique rule in all dodgeball games that if you catch a ball that's thrown at you, the thrower is eliminated.
And someone from your
And
team comes
We
back
all know
in.
how to play dodgeball. We just don't know how these dice
I'm trying to
go
explain
with
how that
the
works.
dodgeball.
Oh, so I
again-
can bring Parmesan back.
I'm so close to ripping up this piece of paper and walking out of this fucking room.
Okay, go on. Sorry, dude.
Jesus. That's basically the extent of the game. Now, the other thing
Basically.
that's true because there is one other rule.
dodgeball.
The other rule is if you roll doubles or if you roll a 69,
Nice.
then someone on your team will roll that 8-sided die, which is that third mystery dice.
Right.
And then
Eliminate someone.
I've devised a lot of it's like chance, like a Monopoly, like chance. Each number on the 8-sided die has a consequence. We saw one of them.
I
Somebody,
really hope we get to
Somebody
that then.
rolled a 3. They rolled a quesadilla. And we had to figure out if the cheese was worthy of being in a quesadilla.
Oh, that's right. I
Nice.
love that.
Nice.
Quesadilla.
And it was not.
It was
Spoiler.
not. You do not want a raclette quesadilla.
I'd eat it.
Yeah, I guess I'm
All
going
right.
to too.
And
The only other thing that I think was maybe confusing to people.
I'm waiting for matches to go. And one more rule. Go fuck yourself. Just walks out.
I also have a die that I've only been using to try to figure out who's the next person to throw the ball. Like after a ball makes contact or doesn't, somebody else on that team has to throw it back over, and that's why I'm throwing a dice.
okay.
All right?
Let's do it.
All right.
Perfectly clear, Matt. Let's go.
Perfectly clear.
Now, how much did it cost to follow along on Patreon?
By the way, thanks to Todd at metallicdicegames.com.
Yeah. Beautiful dice.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
this
Todd.
was a way simpler game, but then he sent us so many die, and
I
I
have-
realized I need to use as
So
many as
it's
possible.
Todd's.
So
Todd.
send your hate mail.
Thank you, Todd.
Thanks, man.
You know, a good carpenter
I
doesn't
will-
blame his tools.
I will say that these are the best dice I've ever held.
They're pretty nice.
Yeah.
All right. I'm throwing some dice to help determine which team is going to go first.
All right.
Okay. And based on this throw,
Based on this arbitrary
Cheese
number.
Bro is going to go, and it's
right.
the 9th player, which is Brie Cheese. So we'll let Gary throw first because Dawson
Okay.
went first last time.
All right, I threw a 7 and a 6 power. Ugh, that's not great.
Not a great throw.
On which die, though?
6
the
power
one
would be the 20-sided. Would be the
that's
20-sided one.
Power. I got you. Power. Thank you.
So we got the Brie Cheese facing up against Burrata,
Lol.
which is going to be great for Caelan to try and defend given his long history with Burrata cheese.
Caelan, wait, he has to defend, not me.
No, you guys can do it together.
Oh, then yeah.
Yeah, well, I was told that burrata will be my future favorite cheese.
Well, you can come back to this argument once you fucking got there because
Well,
you have no idea what you're talking
Well, I
about.
can say to you, it's my present favorite cheese.
I don't-
It is the greatest.
This is being- he is being honest, though.
talk.
That's how we.
Is it
that's-
talk against
that's-
dice?
That's
Yeah,
the way the
it's
bit
debate.
works.
Yeah,
Dawson.
exactly. After
Yeah.
we throw the dice, we have like an initial understanding
Now,
of how
Chris.
this goes, and now we can try to discuss it.
And I may
Yeah, that was
not.
my favorite part of Dungeons and Dragons, where the wizard got to claim his worth.
Now, Chris, here's the thing. Your judgment is clouded. Now, Brie is a strong contender because how are you going to show people that you're an asshole and that you know a lot about cheese if you don't have Brie in your fucking back pocket? Now, Burrata
I feel like a lot more people know about
exactly.
Brie than they do Burrata.
Absolutely, dude. Burrata
So what?
sucks.
You're arguing
So that
you
makes
have
it
like
more exclusive. If you're talking about knowing about cheese, then Brie would kind of be the classic way to go, whereas Burrata is the even more high-end way to go.
Isn't that just the guy who fought really hard to get rid of American? Now he wants to get rid of Brie.
And I think there might
That
have been
one
some
hurts my soul a little bit,
disingenuousness
to be
in that
honest.
one. No, Chris, Caelan, what you think is that you think that this guy, that you've got Burrata that's like the hot club, but in reality, it's like the weird hipster in Silver Lake that's got like the mustache and it's played out. Like, it's not...
Burrata's played out?
I mean, when you compare it to Brie, absolutely.
Let me try to introduce something here. This is actually a pretty great matchup because Brie cheese and Burrata cheese. First of all, they both start with the letter B. Let's just be proud of that. for a
And
second.
Burrata sounds like burrito.
Besides that, they're both creamy cheeses. They're creamy cheeses that represent two distinct cultures.
Stop saying
You
creamy.
got you got the Brie, we're talking the French, and you got the Burrata, we're talking the Italian.
No said.
Wow, that's good.
So you're arguing for Italy, the land of the mafia and the murders?
I
You did
am.
hear from Bill
and
O'Reilly.
Gomorrah, one of the best shows ever.
Yeah.
A show about murders,
It's
Taylor.
a great show.
Okay, Gary says that
I'm
Brie
riding
is.
for the French who have never done anything wrong.
Gary's trying to show that he is an asshole by bringing Brie cheese to the party. And he's
Over
an asshole who
Burrata
knows about
is
cheese.
Well,
ridiculous
here's-
argument. But
right.
here, this
know
is what
what
I need a final
Go
word.
ahead.
I may have admittedly
You know
never...
what, Caelan? You get a final curd. Go ahead, continue.
And that's why we're suffering through this, ladies and gentlemen. For puns like that.
I may have never tried Burrata before, but Chris is being 100% honest, not just for the sake of this game.
Oh,
When he's
only
saying,
one of you guys is lying.
I'm being truthful.
Okay, go on.
No, we're both telling the truth. Chris is being 100% honest when he says Burrata is his favorite cheese.
And that's
Now, just let that sink in. Chris knows all the foods. He's
Yeah.
tried all the foods, and his favorite of them all,
Yeah.
the one he would choose above all other cheeses, is Burrata.
I have,
so
see,
I
I've
have
tried
all my trust
everything
in Chris.
on the list, and Burrata is my number one.
Okay.
So Caelan's
Gary,
argument-
do you have a final curd?
Yeah, I do. I mean, unfortunately, Caelan's uninformed, and he's putting all of his faith into a man that is admittedly blinded by his love. You know, we saw in Air Force One that if you take a man's wife and kids, you can get him to do anything. So Chris is worried that I have a gun to Burrata's head, and he is willing to say or do anything he can
will.
to save it. And
Right.
that's clouding his judgment, and Caelan's blindly following him like some sort of a fucking cult
If I
member.
had a gun to
Team
Bree's,
member.
if I had a
Thank you
gun to
very
Bree's
much.
head,
Did you get a post final curd? Did I say you get a recut the cheesel? I don't think so.
you're right. You're
I don't
right.
think so. Make a judgment here. Now, again, this is a very close call, but I am going to take into account the really shitty throw, the really weak throw. And frankly, I do love Brie cheese, but there's no way that was strong enough to knock out Burrata, so Burrata is safe. No one got knocked out that round. There you go. Nice job, you guys.
all right.
Now, somebody on...
Oh, so the ball missed him.
that's right.
I love it.
Now, again...
That's how dodgeball works.
in the game of dodgeball, now someone from the Cheese Louise team is going to pick up the ball and throw it back.
Okay.
You got it? You guys getting what I'm saying here?
So I just
I just
he's rolled
determined
yeah, we got it.
we got cheese curds,
took 3
which
days.
has been a pretty strong player here so far. Already knocked out one of the opponents, I believe.
cheese curds.
Cheese curds. Someone
Okay.
on the team, please throw.
All right. Mac and cheese.
Oh,
Oh no, sorry, not mac and cheese. I got a 1, so that's chili
Yeah.
con queso. Cheese curds versus chili con queso, right?
and what's
yeah.
the power?
How hard of a throw is it?
3.
The 3.
I'm just
I
gonna
really
say
don't have
this
to
is
say.
gonna be a fucking
there we
miss.
go.
We don't even need to
Here's my
make
argument.
that
Austin,
argument.
Texas.
I don't know how that's an argument.
Is,
he
am
ate
I,
a lot.
Land of fucking
I'm okay
queso.
then.
Oh,
He ate a lot of it when he was there. I still
am
think-
I wrong, but is that the same matchup that it went up against last time?
I know that
Well, I
both
don't
of
even
them were
dodge a
involved,
3.
but it's possible they could have thrown the ball and missed each other
Okay.
before.
I'll be in Wisconsin this weekend, and
Yeah.
cheese curds might have a stronger throw next time.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that one's not even worth an argument
Yeah, that's
because it was a terrible throw.
A 3? Yeah, that's been a bad throw.
All right.
Sorry, Caelan.
Got to play the dice.
Burrata's not getting the goddamn ball again. We got raclette.
Oh, great. Quesadilla raclette.
Roll him, Caelan.
Wait.
Oh, no,
he
I
just
did that
went.
wrong. That's my fault.
So you rolled the number. It was 9.
Yeah,
so
we got
have
the ball.
Brie.
Brie. All right, Brie's got the
So
ball
Dawson's
again.
got Brie.
Wait, you wouldn't do Burrata again, but you'll do Brie again?
That's actually a very good point. Let me do one more re-roll here. Goldfish.
Oh, jeez.
there
Never
you go.
mind.
All right, let's see what we
Goldfish
get.
got the ball.
Oh God.
All right.
Oh.
Going up.
I don't know how these work. I got a 3 on the small dice and a 9 on the
So
big dice.
9 on the power, so it's about halfway throw. But you got goldfish going up against cheddar cheese.
Yeah, no way.
What was
no
the
way,
power?
you're done.
9.
Dodge that ball.
You're
Dodge that
done.
ball.
You got a
Yeah,
snack
dodge.
food versus
You
the
got dodge.
powerhouse.
All right, so far it's been a game of a lot of dodging. We're
Lot
going to
of
do one
whiffs.
more.
Lot
We're
of
going to do one
whiffs.
more throw here, and
Okay.
then
All right.
we'll mercifully
I go,
end
or do,
it.
or do you do it first?
Go, Caelan.
Wait, Matt has to go first.
I'm going to let you know who's got the ball. Cheetos coming right back at him.
Here we go.
Brian?
13 and a 3.
Ooh, that's a good throw.
This is Cheetos against Nacho Cheese Doritos.
Cheetos against nacho cheese Doritos.
But with a very strong throw, right? A 13.
A 13.
13 is not very strong.
It's stronger. It's on the
Especially
stronger
when
side. Let's
it
be
is
clear
the
here.
standard chip in the chip world. When
False.
you were
Cheeto
a
is
kid,
standard. Cheetos.
and people had nacho cheese Doritos, they were the best bag of chips you could ever imagine. There are so many things wrong with Cheetos. Obviously, orange fingers.
You get orange
You get that
fingers
with
from both.
Doritos.
And then
We have to
orange
think about
lips.
the
And that's a
orange-
plus.
Which orange
No,
fingers
your
taste
orange
better?
lips.
Yeah. You get some leftovers.
It gets all over everything. If you were to eat in someone's car that you did not know,
It'd be like, why am I in your car?
oh, you have to know
That
them.
would be the first
Pretend
question.
you do know. Okay, let's go back. Hey, person whose car I'm going in, thank you for this selection of chips. But because I respect, say it's Corolla's car. What are you going to eat in Corolla's car? The nacho cheese Doritos or the Cheetos?
They're both
And
so
you're certainly-
cracky, too.
honestly-
That's the hard
Yeah.
part. They honestly are both so good.
As far as chips,
the
though, just ask
Doritos are
yourself,
for
what'd you
sure
pick?
messier, though. I mean, there's a lot bigger chance of getting crumbs all over the car with Doritos than there would be Cheetos.
You have a problem putting a chip in your mouth?
If it's big enough, I can't fit it. I got to break it in half first. And if I'm
that
doing a
down.
Dorito,
Wow.
then there's going to be crumbs all over the place.
What about,
question
you guys
that
ever
I-
get sliced gums
Yeah, that's happened, but
from Doritos?
It hurts.
It can-
You get
it is
sliced
painful.
gums.
it
You get
can
sliced
happen.
gums.
But your alternative is, do I want air with my chips? And no, I do not want air.
A lot
with
of
my
air, a
chips.
lot of extra
Cheese
air.
air. It's delicious.
It's not delicious. It's disgusting.
How did we not put cheese air on the list? I would have drafted cheese air now that I think about it. Yeah, we get cheese air in Doritos.
Cheese air. I'm all about cheese air.
Listen,
Nah.
this really pains me to do it, but I do think we need to go to what I'm going to call the Dawson rule, which is this roll back for defense rule, because Cheetos coming out strong, trying to take out one of the strongest players on the other team, Nacho Cheese. That's a ballsy move. I appreciate it. It was a pretty damn good throw. I do love Doritos. I don't want to see him go, so I want to give him a chance to possibly dodge it like Matrix bullet time style. You know
Said
what I'm
a
saying?
chance.
How would they do
right?
that?
So we're rolling the
Now,
dice on it.
The
We will roll our
opposing
20 point.
team will throw in the attempt of getting a 14 or higher.
13.
I think a 13 or higher. If we, I
That's
think,
true.
13,
I think
well,
tie
yeah.
goes to the runner.
Tie goes to the runner.
Yeah,
Obviously.
give yourself. If you roll a 13, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah, I just fucked myself. I got that backwards. I thought you meant me. I should have argued.
Here we go. Otherwise, if it is under 13, sadly, Nacho Doritos is going to
I
get
don't know,
crunched.
man. You
I
should-
still think this is insane.
It's going to be
Yeah,
like
yeah.
someone
Okay,
stepped
Gary's
on a fucking
wrong.
bag of them.
You're wrong, Matt.
And it doesn't matter because I rolled a 17, motherfucker.
All right. Nacho cheese.
Lives to see another day.
Take
cheese,
your air
bro.
and go home.
That's what's on the menu.
That was our food segment.
You should start.
We covered many cheese
job,
battles.
Yes.
Nothing changed, though.
Has he got an outro?
You know, I'm
Nope.
proud of all of you guys because you guys all seem to understand that a lot better this time.
I
So,
did. I actually felt
Thank
a lot
you.
more
Yeah,
comfortable.
we didn't
Good.
willingly throw one of our contestants under the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I do
for those
love
of
it
you-
when we
I'm
used to
sorry,
say-
Parmesan.
I just
really
want to give a
am.
little tease here. Again, we only had the chance dice thrown once. One of the chance results, as predicted by a player, you will get an opportunity to bring back an eliminated cheese.
Oh my god.
Fucking
It's gonna
hard to
last
do.
forever.
You're going to have to throw it real good.
All right.
But, you know,
Can do.
just, felt like we could do this for the next 3 years if you guys want.
All right. Cheese ball. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
Can I
That.
get an outro, Casey? I need outro music.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Fucking Caelan gets it. Dawson gets it.
You have the best sting of anyone. That's what's on the menu.
Yeah, but I want to feel like the power when I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Not that. I want a real outro, goddammit. I love me some clam. Got a little too much dog. I love you, John. That's not me. How do you guys feel about eating puss? You guys like it?
Oh, that was good.
One more time. That could be his outro.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about eating puss? You guys like it?
Or, of
I
course,
stand by that. No, please stop. Please, will you stop? Pretty good, too. No, please stop.
Yeah.
Please, will you stop? Yeah, please stop.
yeah, that could be it too.
I'm a big fan of that one.
Yeah,
That's good, but I mean, the puss one is just really...
There's so many. All right. Well, anyway, that'll do it for Watercooler this week. I want to thank everybody for listening to today's episode, and we'll get our plugs in. We'll start over here with Caelan. Caelan, where could we go? What do you suggest the listeners check out?
I'm actually suggesting a new TV show that I caught on to last week. Very excited about it. It's one of those shows that I look forward to the new episode every week, and it's not all streaming at once, so you'll have to wait for the next new episode. Gangs of London on AMC.
Oh, yeah.
It is solid. Well, you can't watch it, Chris, but because it is violent.
Yeah, Chris, you shouldn't watch it.
But really good. Really good. And I'm very excited about it, and you're welcome.
All right. Caelan with an actual plug this time, so you know you got to check it out. Gary, what about you?
I'll co-sign Caelan because I've been watching that show at his insistence, basically, and it's very good. And then I guess because I was shamed, I'm going to plug everything that I'm associated with. So Reasonable Doubt and Beyond Reasonable Doubt that comes out Saturday for the main show and every Tuesday and Thursday. Victory, the podcast, which comes out every Wednesday and Friday, that's hosted by the guys who created Entourage and two of the actors. And then I just produced an episode of Jeff Cesario's Play with Pain and The Watercooler. So there you go.
Wait, don't you produce Ace on the House?
And Ace on the House.
What about Adam and Drew?
And Adam and Drew. God damn it,
Cool,
guys.
dude. Just the show that we work on
Yeah,
together.
yeah, the two you and Matt co-produced. Yeah. Oh.
I didn't want the thing to go on for 5 fucking minutes. Sorry.
Yeah, 4.5 was good.
All right.
You're right, Matt. AceOnTheRoof.com. Adam and Dr. Drew Show.
AceOnTheRoof.com.
What's up with you, Matt?
You can follow me on Twitter at Matt Fondiler, and if you have any questions or comments, you can send them to Todd at MetallicDiceGames.com.
Nice. I got some questions about dodgeball.
All right, and Das, what about you?
I got to say thank you to Brad Williams, and I love you, man. Go to BradWilliamsComedy.com and buy tickets to this dude's show, and follow him on the Twitter at FunnyBrad, and become friends with him if you want to get into comedy, because he has to put his friends on for 7 minutes.
He's very gracious about letting his friends go up on
Good
stage.
guy, great time. Thanks to my friends who made it, and thanks to my friends who didn't make it. I love you all.
Nice job. And, of course, thesmokingkills.com, pre-order that record. As for me, I have some shows coming up if you're in the Southern California area at the end of the month. If you're listening to this today, Cinco de Mayo, I'm at Tantalum in Long Beach tonight, so come check that out. Playing from 6:30 to 9:30. And then also playing there Wednesday, May 26th.
Are you releasing this in 2 days?
Oh, wait, what's
Today's
today?
May 4th.
Oh, May 4th. Sorry.
Okay.
My watch says 3rd. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. You scared me. And then also I'm playing there May 26th, Wednesday night, 6:30 to 9:30. And that, once again, is at Tantalum in Long Beach. And then at Marina Wine, I'm playing Friday night and Saturday night, May 28th and 29th from 7 to 10. So come and check it out. Maybe I'll play Brown Eyed Girl. All right, that'll do it for the Water Cooler. We appreciate you listening, and we'll see you later this week for Patreon. We love you. Goodbye.
Please don't bark at victory.